Hello and welcome to the Intel Brief. Today is Tuesday, 31 March. I'm your host Daniel, and today we're going to talk about a giant oil tanker off Dubai has been hit by an Iranian strike. Allies have sent Ukraine signals on reducing their strikes on Russian oil, and Ukraine hits back against Rheinmetall's CEO who called essentially drone creators housewives in Ukraine. So firstly, Iran attacked and set ablaze a fully loaded crude oil tanker off Dubai on Monday as President Donald Trump warned the US would obliterate Iran's energy plants and oil wells if it does not open the Straits of Hormuz. The strike on a Kuwaiti-flagged ship is the latest in a string of assaults on merchant vessels by missiles or explosive air and sea drones in the Gulf and Straits of Hormuz since the US and Israel attacked Iran on February the 28th. The month-long conflict has spread across the Middle East, killing thousands, disrupting energy supplies, and threatening to send the global economy into a tailspin. Crude oil prices briefly spiked after the attack on the tanker, which can carry around 2 million barrels of oil, worth around $200 million at current prices. So what? Due to the terrain, any ships in the Gulf are likely sitting ducks. They can easily be targeted by Iranian drones that are being fired from the shores or mountain ranges along the Gulf, making it prime terrain for Iran to conduct these types of operations. Also, the straits are unlikely to be opened anytime soon. Iran has made no signals that they wish to negotiate with the US, and it doesn't seem likely that they're going to in the in the near distant future. Jesus Christ. Anytime soon. It looks unlikely that the Iranians are willing to open the straits anytime soon, as they have not put this done before work in 5 minutes. It seems highly unlikely that the Iranians are going to open the straits anytime soon, as they're unwilling to negotiate with US President Donald Trump. And lastly, I think the oil price is likely going to go to the moon, not just due to the straits being closed, but just due to the damage on oil infrastructure around the Gulf. There's not going to be fixed anytime soon. Even if the straits open, it's going to take years to fix the damage that has been caused by this conflict. And next, some of Ukraine's allies have sent Kiev signals about the possibility of scaling back its long-range strikes on Russian oil sector as global energy prices have surged, President Zelensky said on Monday. Speaking to reporters in a WhatsApp chat, Zelensky said that Ukraine is ready to reciprocate if Russia stops attacking Ukrainian energy systems, and that Kiev is open to an Easter ceasefire. In the comments on WhatsApp, he said, recently, following such a severe global energy crisis, we have indeed received signals from some of our partners about how to reduce our responses in the oil sector and the energy sector of the Russian Federation. A source familiar with the situation said that US officials had conveyed this message to Ukrainian counterparts as part of their regular conversations, adding that the initial signals appeared to have come from Moscow. So what? I mean, it was confirmed in the article, but it's almost certain that this pressure is coming from the US, as they're hoping to avoid international backlash over the price of energy. But I don't think Ukraine should stop. I think this is one of their key paths to victory, and that destroying the Russian energy sector only seeks to benefit their war effort. It absolutely destroys the Russian economy and Russia's ability to make money, which is how they finance their war. And yeah, is likely their key path to victory in this conflict. And lastly, Ukrainians have criticized the German arms maker Rheinmetall after its CEO dismissed their country's drone-focused defense innovations as basic technology put together by housewives in kitchens. For Kiev, drones have become critical to its war effort against Russia and are a source of pride as the country has fended off a bigger and better armed enemy in 4 years of fighting. President Zelensky is among those who reacted to CEO's comments to The Atlantic, published on Friday. So what? I think that is mostly comes out of anger of how warfare is changing. You know, Rheinmetall makes tanks and armored vehicles, so seeing how effective drones are against the technology that it creates is going to upset the CEO. So I think his comments were likely just lashing out at his anger of how warfare is changing, as this is directly going to impact their bottom line. But I think instead of getting upset, he should use it as an opportunity to A, start building drones, and B, start learning of how armored vehicles can better counter drones, such as putting ECM and kinetic countermeasures on armored vehicles, as if you could counter them effectively, this would make your armored vehicles significantly more important in upcoming conflicts. Also, this has significantly hurt the company's share price, which personally annoys me as an investor. So fuck this guy. Anyway, that's been the Intel Brief. I've been your host, Daniel, and I'll see you again tomorrow. See you!